one thing I was really present to in my life and becoming very conscious of and deliberately seeking actually was men. My father died when I was really young. I had no grandfathers ever. They were gone before I was born. And the only family I had in the world was my mother and my three sisters. So essentially, I had no male models in my life. And I was quite conscious of that and quite ready to, and wanting and seeking, some access to mentoring and fathering, I guess, in a way. And I was just exploring what does it mean to be a man? Like, there's no one here to tell me, to show me, to talk about, to bounce off. Quite simply, this gathering has become a lodestone in my life, an anchor point, a source of connecting with uncles and fathers and brothers and even sons, and in a way that I've been searching for. And it's sort of brought me into this amazing community, and I'm being held and welcomed and able to access those kind of figures in my life, albeit in a more adult, just considered sort of way rather than actual family. But it's become really massive. It's taught me a lot simply about manhood, about what it means to be a responsible man, what it means to be a man who has the courage to be really present to where he's at in his life, to face his fears. How do you deal with anger? It's a massive one for me. I grew up in a house full of women. My father died really early. There's nothing okay about getting angry when you're in a house full of younger girls, and you're this older man. Like, you just can't go there. So it got really repressed in me, and I never learned a healthy way to get it out. I just suck it up, basically. And to have the capacity and the safeness and the modeling to be out here with men, to find really healthy ways to express it and even channel that energy into something positive that I was struggling to figure out on my own, has been really transformative and really healthy for me. And they're all things that are difficult to find good modeling for, particularly in my space with basically no male figures in my life at all. From a family point of view, where was I going to get that from? I've always been very motivated to develop and to grow as a person, both emotionally, mentally and spiritually, and this has been a massive vessel for that to happen. I'm a visual artist, I'm a photographer. I'm very broad and varied in how I use photography. I love how it crosses gender, age, geographics. It's very universal language. No matter where I went or what I was doing, a camera came with me. And so at that gathering, I wasn't necessarily there to photograph, but I had my camera there, and quite quickly I just became really inspired. I've always been a participant, every time. From the first time to this time, 17 years later. So there's a challenge to that, to be present, to do both, to do two things well at the same time. It's not an easy thing to do. It means I don't get a lot of downtime, because literally the time that is meant for us to slow down and reflect and assimilate what we've been through is then time that I'm racing around catching as many photographs as I can. So people grew to know me over the years. I had more permission to go deeper into places and spaces because I'd earned that trust. And over 17 years, that's a very strong position to be in, to capture something really special.